What's good, y'all? I'm Devonair of Divine and Devonair, Buffalo, New York's hip-hop iconic pioneers. And I'm here to tell y'all that I'm here every morning from 7 to 9 a.m. Eastern Time, listening to the music marketing of the Joker, the Overlooked MC, and Hot Topics from Vet Green to Queen from the Morning Show podcast. Y'all make sure y'all tune in every morning, you dig? Peace.
Yo, what's good? This your boy, DJ King Shy, the King Shy, whatever you want to call me. Listen, when I wake up in the morning, I ain't looking for coffee. I ain't looking for no pick-me-up. The only pick-me-up I need is the morning show with the OG, the Joker. Of course, the queen of all queens, Miss Vet Green. Make sure y'all tune in, man. Music information, world information, for us information. They provide it all. They connected to the connected. So make sure you tap in. I'm tapped in.
Hey guys, good morning. This is your girl Essence Official, and I'm here watching the Morning Show podcast with Joker and Yvette Green, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Make sure you guys is tuned in. I'll see you on the next show.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Naquasia, and you are listening to the only show moving in the morning, the Morning Show podcast with Joker and Vet, every Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. And I don't want nobody but you, tuned in.
Yo, what up? This your boy Terrence Love, and you're listening to the only show moving in the morning. That's the Morning Show podcast with Joker and Vet every Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. And remember, let's get love back on the radio. Terrence Love.
What's going on, y'all? It's Case Closed. Ain't no other. I'm tuned in to the Morning Show podcast, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. It's hosted by Overlooked MC The Joker and Vet Green. If y'all ain't tuned in, I don't know what you doing.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Jay Relentless, the one and only, and you're watching the only morning show that's moving right now, every morning from Monday through Friday, 7 to 10 a.m. It's The Joker and Vet Green. Tap in, the Morning Show podcast. You guys already know. Regardless of the outcome, my time will never switch. Let's turn the world up.
What's good, y'all? Your boy Bars Banger here. And every morning, weekday morning from 7 to 10, I'm tuned into the best morning show in the world, the Morning Show podcast with the Overlooked MC, The Joker, and the Queen Vet Green. Monday through Friday from 7 to 10. You already know. Tap in.
SJ1 Trey. Why so serious?
And if you're not here today, you should have been.
It's a mafia.
Who next?
It's a mafia.
We next.
It's a mafia.
Who next?
It's a mafia.
It's the mafia. We next.
It's us against the world. It's us against Buffalo against the world. It's us against the world. It's us against it's Buffalo against the world.
SJ1 Trey. Pulling up in this big body like Bruce Stone. Even rich like Reed and Diggs, we move so well. You should know the drill. You should know the vibes. If it ain't red, white, and blue, baby, that's not my size. It's the Mafia, the fan base that'll die for you. On Sundays, we are not cool. Any other days, we'll ride with you. We heaven sent, we're Hamlin win. 3 spoke to God and said thanks, though. Having cool years real dope, but I really miss the fan base, though.
Now turn it up. Turn it up. Now turn it up. Turn it up. Now turn it up. Turn it up. Now turn it up, turn it up.
It's a mafia.
Who next?
It's a mafia.
We next.
It's a mafia.
Who next?
It's a mafia.
It's the mafia. We next.
It's us against the world. It's us against Buffalo against the world. It's us against the world. It's us
Yeah, it's your boy the Joke Overlook MC right here, back in full effect right here with my queen right here, Beck Green the Queen right here, man. The morning show pop up special right here. Give me y'all updates to what's going on. What's going on, Queen?
Feeling blessed, too blessed to stress. How are you? So happy to be here for this special pop-up this morning. I'm trying to go
Yes.
live on TikTok as well for the first
Yeah, okay.
time.
Okay. Well, you know what I'm saying? Where y'all at on your mental health between 1 and 10? Because you know mental health been going crazy this summer. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Where y'all at? Where y'all at on your mental health between 1 and 10? I'm at a 10 this morning at this 10 o'clock hour. You know, on this brunch hour. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, where you at on your mental health, that Green Queen?
I'm at a 10 this morning, bro. I'm definitely at a 10 and counting. That that Bill's Mafia song always does something to me. Big shout out to
Yeah.
Stevie Johnson and Kulu. Definitely loving it. And it's fitting because we just opened with football season. Even though I know we did not win the game with Chicago.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get everything together, man. You know, everybody that played that game I'm pretty sure they got cut.
Is that how
I'm
that
pretty
works,
sure.
bro?
Yeah, preseason, that's where they try out. The people try out to see who they're gonna pick for the season. And you got to show up and show out. You got to perform. You got to know the playbook and all that. And I'm pretty sure about 30 people got cut after that game. Pretty sure. You know.
Not 30.
You know, they got to break at that over the 58 people or something like that on a team. That's the roster. So, you know, we're going to see what happens with Pittsburgh. They play Pittsburgh, I believe, this Saturday. You know what I mean, in Pittsburgh. So, you know, we'll see what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Russell Wilson. You know what I'm saying? You know, and his wife won't be at none of the games this year. She's on tour, you know, with Missy Elliott and Busta Rhymes. You know, so she might be at the games if she on tour and they playing at that city and so happen at the concert the same day or that same week, whatever, she'll probably show up. But shout out to Sierra, his wife, back on the road. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see that concert.
Love their love. Grand Rising, Joanne.
Yeah, Joanne, what's going on?
Yes.
Yeah, good morning.
My my mom's best friend. When I tell you Joanne has been there for us, man, every day she was calling my mom. Every day she's calling us, making sure that we are all right. And I love you for that, Joanne. I really, really appreciate it.
Shout out to Joanne on that one.
Grand rising to everybody over here on TikTok. This is the first time that I'm going live on TikTok. Grand rising, Robert, Kitty. I see you out there. Thank you so much. This is the Morning Show podcast. This is a pop-up show that we're doing this morning. Normally, we get on at 7 a.m. We're doing a little bit of changes with our schedule. So make sure you are following Green Links Media on YouTube so that you can stay up to date with what it is that we are doing. Me and my bro, Franklin, a.k.a. the Overlook Joker MC. Come on in, everybody. Come on in.
Yeah. See, if a man, King Big Mike Murray, right there in the building, right there. Yeah, so we back in effect. Yes, we are out there in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Making it what it do. You know what I'm saying? We know we definitely going to change up some things. Of course, we're going to play, the videos and some good music, but, hot topics and all that.
Look at the enemy not going to work today trying to freeze up, but we usually play a lot of music on here, everybody. Look, the enemy trying to get at already. Well, it ain't happening. It is not happening.
Yeah. I see the buffering. Yeah, I see the buffering and stuff.
Right.
We here, back to school. You know what I'm saying? Make sure all of you high school kids, college kids tune in. We tapping in to where you guys is at when you're getting ready for school. That tap in. We want to find out what's going on the football teams or who the best school in your area. You know what I'm saying? And let's go ahead and have that conversation in the morning and get you right and ready in the mornings on a morning show. Depends what time it is, because like I said, things might change. You know, it might not be 7, it might not be 8. You know what I'm saying? And we trying to figure that out now, but we gonna give y'all some updates as much as we can. You know, because your boy back into the hometown city.
That was my
You know what I'm
question.
saying?
How you feel being
Yeah.
back? There's a lot of things that have changed since you left Buffalo, and you've been a few places.
Oh yeah.
How do you feel being back home?
It feels good. You know what I'm saying? When you were in the city and you on the other side of the fence, then all those things and all those questions that I was asking when I was traveling, now them answers have been answered. You know what I'm saying? But Buffalo's a good city, man. You know what I'm saying? It's good neighbors, good people. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely different markets that I can tap in that I love, and to meet people, food, and all that good stuff. And the culture is definitely solid in the city. And of course, you know what I'm saying, my other home city, hometown. You know what I'm saying, Lackawanna. I was glad to be back to see some of my fellow brethrens, see a couple of the pack crew members, and hopefully we can get this reunion going. You know what I'm saying, while I'm home now, for good. So maybe we get a pack crew reunion or something going on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
There's a lot. There's a lot going on in the city in Lackawanna. There's another festival that's going to be going on. More information coming to you. I just want to say hi again. I see all the people joining us over here on TikTok. Thank you so much. Make sure you are also following the Morning Show podcast on Green Links Media. That's LYNX Media on our YouTube page. That way you'll stay up to date. We're coming back in September full time. Like Joker was saying, we're still working out our schedules. You know, we may not have the normal morning show that we used to have, which aired from 7 to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but we're working on it. By the time the holidays have passed, we'll have a more solid schedule. So again, make sure you are subscribed to Green Links Media over on YouTube and catch up on the shows while you're there as well.
Yeah, so we got some good stuff there. We got some good past shows. I have my favorites, and we also, when we relaunch too, I'm definitely going to put together our top 10 music videos we have played throughout the year. Because I don't know if you remember that Green the Queen, that September is our year anniversary of the morning show.
I know.
Yeah.
I can't even believe it. It is about to be a year for us. And we took a little bit of a hiatus, which we needed, dealing with life. Life was life in us. Took a little bit of a hiatus. But I'm happy to be here this morning. Definitely happy to be here. Ready to hear some new music. So if you are an artist, listen, and you want to get your music played on the morning show, you need to contact us. Either me or my partner here, Franklin. Contact us if you are an artist, or if you know an artist, independent artist, have them contact us. How you can send us a DM. My name is Vet Green over on all platforms, VETTE, and Franklin is Franklin Stewart over on Facebook, but you can also catch Overlooked MC. What is it? Overlooked?
Overlooked MC on IG, or you can go into the morning podcast on IG. You can DM there also. Yeah, you know what I mean. I will answer that there, and we can make it do what it do. And so we putting together a playlist too. That's gonna be one of our new characters. I'm gonna start putting playlists up of the people that's playing their videos, their music, their information, and also we're starting up a newsletter for 2025, the Indie World Music News. You can go ahead and follow that on IG. That's going to be the new newsletter, / magazine. And the reason that I'm bringing back the newsletter because of the data and stuff in the big corporations like the MTVs, the BETs, the VH1s, all those music stations is their data. You know what I mean? It was, MTV the first ones to start doing that. And that means we would not be seeing none of those videos, interviews, none of that is gone. You're not gonna be able to see no Tupac, interviews, Biggie, all them classic stuff they didn't did is gone. They did not save none of that data. They deleted everything and starting a new generation movement. And so a lot of the people in the industry saying that's why it's so important to do newsletters, magazines, physical stuff, like even physical copies in CDs, DVDs, and stuff like that. All that stuff is back, and so people can have that stuff as collectors item in their hand. And so I'm bringing back the newsletter so we can give y'all a vision of artists, actors, fashion designers, podcasters, radio station DJs, and all that on the newsletter, so you can always have that in hand. And and hopefully you can see your favorite DJ, artist, fashion designer, podcaster. They can sign it. You can put them in the frame. You know what I'm saying? And eventually it's going to be worth some money years to come. And you can pass it down to generation to generation. That type of stuff will always live forever. So, yeah.
I'm hoping that and big shout out. I want to say congratulations to Every. Hey, Star. I see you out there, and Derek. Hey, Grand Rising, everybody. Star for I am a fan. Hey, that burger dude.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. Come on in. I see everybody coming in here on TikTok. This is my first time going live on TikTok, so I'm trying to get acclimated with what's going on.
Forward. Yes.
Congratulations to all of the winners and nominees of the 716 Music Awards, and I'm so proud of 14 Mafia. They just opened for freaking French Montana. I say, what now?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Man,
yes.
14 Mafia is doing it. Okay, doing it.
I'm proud of them brothers.
Man.
Yeah, I'm proud of them brothers. I just developed to be a super fan. I know I'm their marketing manager and all of that, but you know what I'm saying. But now on the other side, I'm a super fan. They took everything I told them from their manager to them. They took it and ran with it, and now look at them. They're on rotation every 3 hours on WBOK. They remind me of Divine and Debonair back in the day. They're on rotation. They definitely shout out to Ed Nice, shout out DJ Spin, shout out to Yazzie. They definitely doing their thing on supporting local, and they on rotation. They be okay, man. I think they're the first artist since Divine Debonair that's actually rotated consistently on the radio. So shout out to the 14 Miles.
When I met them at the first annual 716 Music Awards. And when I tell you their stage presence, you would have never have guessed that was their first time performing live like that. The energy that they emit just there, and they aren't, what you see is what you get with them. And I love how they're working from the inside out. I've done 2 or 3 interviews with them since then, and they really are. They're role models. They're young, they're our kids' age, but they're actually role models. They know that there's a lot of trauma that a lot of us have faced, especially growing up in the inner city, and they're working on that stuff, which I love about them. And big shout out to Lola, their manager, who's had a baby and still kicking butt doing business. What? You better get it, Lola. Man.
Yeah, yes.
I
love what she got going on with the food, the drink she got going on, her own personal business, and she's doing that, and she has a amazing mother. She's just doing so much things. She stay on the grind, and she stay up to date on everything, and she just took every piece of knowledge that I've taught her and just ran with it like a baton, and just kept on going to the finish line. And look what's going on, man. Like, they in a whole nother lane, whole nother community, they're in a whole nother market, and they actually doing their thing, being nominated in Atlanta 2 years back to back and won. That's the crazy thing. And one at home. See, at the 716 Music Awards, they have a fan base in Texas. We're doing the Southwest thing, Louisiana fan base, Florida fan base. They actually out here working and knowing their audience, and they're pushing it forward, man. Come on, machine. We need y'all to go ahead and give them a little boost.
Man,
I would get the millions.
Man, I would love to see. It's a few people I would love to see because I see what they're doing. Man, listen, I'm ready to start a record label. For real.
Yeah.
Man, what?
Yeah.
What? Because there's some people, like I understand most of the artists that we listen to, independent artists, they still have regular jobs, because unfortunately it doesn't move like that. Like you can do shows and you can sell merch, but it hasn't been enough to take them away from their 9 to 5, 14 Mafia, no 9 to 5, 1,000 Mile tour, definitely. They're all doing work on the side.
Yes.
But there's certain people that I wish I had the means, because I would listen. How much you make a year? Let me double that for you. You just get on your grind and be an artist, okay?
Yes, right. That's right.
Kenyatta.
Yeah. Thinking of we talk about independent artists and DIY and all that good stuff. I must give y'all the stats before we get into the hot topics. Free streaming since January of 2024 to now. Free streaming went down 4.2%. Free streaming went down 4.2%. Now, the paid streams last year about this time was at 27%. Now it's down, but it's up prior to it went down, then it went back up the past 3 months of coming this year, and it went down below 0.0, but now it's at up 1.2%. That's a difference between now than last year of paid streaming, because what I think people is doing now is they going back to the radio. And I noticed that Albuquerque, New Mexico, West Coast, radio never dies out there. And I notice in Buffalo, people listen to the radio more than streaming, because radio is getting a whole different type of energy and right now, and people listening to the radio. I think that's what's going on with that. Last year, merch was up 27%. Now, since January to now of 2024, merch is up 44%. Get your merch out there. As people are paying for those t-shirts. They're paying for them hats, like with Vet Green and Queen got her logo on her hat, for sale right now for $20. Go ahead and get that. You know what I'm saying? It's on sale with with the shirt, all that. People is buying the merch. People are asking about merch. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people came to our website, raisethebarent.com. Make sure you go to raisethebarent.com. That's the label I'm connected with and invested in. People have been in the emails and even on the inboxes and asking us for our merch. See if we have a new merch, because a lot because I got to pay the drip merch, and Ball's got his merch, but they want some new stuff, and they said we got going on for the fall. So I said we got some stuff cooking up. You know what I'm saying? But merch is up 44%. Since January 2024. CDs last was up 4.2. Guess how much CDs is up this year?
How much?
9.5.
Yeah,
it went up. Yeah, people is actually buying CDs.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
the
CDs.
sales from 2021 to 2023 that it's increasing for the first time
Yeah.
since 2004.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It is definitely doing what it do. Shout out to DJ Larry Loud. You know what I'm saying? Out there in Albuquerque, New Mexico. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, family? Glad to see us back. I'm glad to see you, brother. Do your thing. You had an amazing event out there in Albuquerque. We're going to talk about that. DJ Larry Loud is definitely doing what it do. You know what I'm saying? And shout out, you know what I'm saying, to
Hey,
14 Months is going.
Mafia
Glad.
popping in. I see y'all popping in,
Yeah.
popping in. So proud
Yeah.
of y'all. So proud of y'all.
Yes.
Uh,
I'm a super duper fan. On top of being your marketing manager, I'm your super duper fan because you guys that took all that knowledge I gave y'all and ran with it, and y'all is definitely blossoming right now. You know what I'm saying? Doing what it do. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? I definitely got to cop me a 14 Mafia T-shirt. You know what I mean? I need me a red and white, and a blue and white to match my Buffalo Bills. So I can be Bills Mafia with the 14 Mafia. Huh? Yeah. Going to the Bills game.
I want a vinyl. That's what I want. Next event, the next event that they're have, I think it's the 25th. Definitely going to be there. Isn't it the 25th? The next event for 14 Mafia, I believe it's the 25th that they're going to be, that they're going to have an event. I'm going to get the flyer and post it to the page. Yes, I hope there's some vinyls in there too, 14. I want to sign vinyl.
No doubt. Speaking of vinyl, last year vinyl was up by 11%. Guess how much vinyl is this year in 2024 since January 2024 to August right now? Vinyl is up 20.5% this year so far. Yeah, so people's buying those vinyls. People's buying those vinyls. And yes, and me and Bars' album is almost done. And that's the first thing we're going to invest into vinyl. We got our graphic artists doing our artwork and all of that. We're going to be off the chain. I can't wait. Yeah. We're going to have the vinyl. Going to be crazy. B2B album. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's the name of the group. That's also the name of the album. B2B means Buffalo to Brooklyn. It's the name of the hip-hop group, me and Bars. And we finishing up, in the studio. Those is live in action. You know what I'm saying? We always go live. We in the studio so y'all can see us work and see how we're getting this project together. So when the project is done, y'all can be excited about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm having fun though. 14 Mafia, what up?
Yeah. Yes. They're at the Flueve Music.
Yeah, music and festival on August 25th. The Buffalo
Terminal. The Central Terminal. Yeah. That is what I have not seen what they've done to it. But if it's, I cannot wait. And then there's a Cypher, Upstate Cypher, again, Bridge Studio. Big shout out to Bridge Studio. Sneak Vibing. Congratulations, Sneak Vibing. You know, I'm a fan. She's a mentor to me in my head. I just watch how she moves, and I'm just, ooh, yeah.
Make sure 14 Mafia DJ allow everybody's on. Make sure y'all share this on your page. Tag it. 10 people and put it in like 2 of your groups. Let us know that we're back on this pop-up morning show. And saying 14 Mafia doing anything. And y'all on rotation on WBOK. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all aware of that, but y'all actually on rotation on WBOK every 3 hours. I did the research. Yes. Y'all definitely doing your thing. Salute to y'all. One of the first artists who's actually on rotation since Divine Debonair. So yes, that's fire. That's fire.
Love hearing your name.
And it's my favorite song too. So that's dope too. So yeah. You know what I'm saying? When they got the first video on. So you know what I mean? Let's talk about it, man. What y'all think? You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it. Let's take a little break and get back on hot topics. We got some things to talk about, don't we?
Yes, we do. We aren't going to keep y'all long. We just want to say hi to everybody and to catch up on, talk about what's been going on in the news. There's so much going on. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Kamala, she's running for president. I felt so bad for President Biden. Man, he should be in somebody's retirement community, enjoying the rest of his life. He should not be worried about this election, but we'll talk about that and more when we come back.
Right here on the pop-up show. You know what I'm saying? Pop-up show, morning show.
Morning show.
Follow the drip. Are you one that likes to stand out amongst the rest? Well, check out Painted Drip by The Joker. Painted Drip is a customized footwear company that it specializes in unique hand-painted, customized footwear, which is hand-painted by the Joker himself. Shipping is available all over, East Coast, West Coast, no matter where you are, we can get your products to you. So follow The Drip. Check out their IG page, Painted Drip, for more information. And again, all footwear is customized and hand-painted by the Joker himself.
This is why you're a broke musician. Everyone's always so mad. They're saying the music business doesn't want us to succeed. Well, right now, this is the best time to be an artist, but you are not making the best decisions. See, most musicians are sending to Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, which all pay a fraction of a penny when people listen to their music. Is that worth it? Imagine if you looked into the newspaper and it said, there's a job offer. We pay you fractions of a penny. Would anybody be excited for that? No. The problem is most artists don't have any offers. They just send people to Spotify. That's their offer. My offer is I could get paid a fraction of a penny. They haven't set up a page that shows how much that they charge for a show. They don't have their website, and they're not driving traffic to their website where people can actually buy their albums. They don't have any membership platforms where people can now subscribe to them for $5 a month. There's no way for anybody to spend more money with them, even if they wanted to. So for you as an artist, what you do with this information is first, you need to start off by creating offers. Perform at someone's birthday party. What does that cost? Put it on your website. What does an album cost? Put it on your website. How much does a custom song cost? Put it on your website. You have to have other options for people to buy something from you than to just go to Spotify and pay you a fraction of a penny.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm trying to share and do this TikTok at the same time. This is fun.
Yeah. TikTok, the step they gave. Shout out to TikTok. I'm loving what they got going on. I love the algorithm is moving very well, and they put you into a community that actually got people that actually like what you got going on. So that's dope. They stepped the game up. Shout out to TikTok.
And they're they're out. I like the way that they lay out their insights, and you can tell where your demographics are.
Yeah, no doubt. Hot topics. Let's talk about it. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Passing on to you, Vet Green, the Queen.
There is a lot going on. First off, can we talk about the Olympics and Simone Biles? Come on, talk about Black excellence, okay? What?
Yes.
There was so much negative news that how they were trying to throw her under the bus about a comment her husband had made. And man, when I tell you she came back at these Olympics and told everybody, I don't care what y'all got to say, I'm still going to handle mine. And that she did. She picked up, my goodness. You watched the Olympics, didn't you?
Yeah, I watched.
Tell me what you thought. What did you think?
I think the Olympics this year really brought the cultures of different areas of sports to a whole nother level. People were saying some bad things about the breakdancing thing. I think that was dope. And a lot of people were saying that it wasn't a lot of Americans that knew about it. And this is the thing that I talk about all the time. We talk about this all the time. It's all about what you like on this digital world. If you're not in that community, and you're not really tapping in that community heavy, you're not going to know if there are auditions for breaking for the Olympics. You're not going to know. Some people get on and being in the community for a minute and then they dip out because they attention span is very short. So you'll miss out on a different opportunity if you actually take the time to actually use these platforms effectively in a detailed way to where you can get all that information you need and enjoy it instead of going with the rah-rah and all this other stuff going on the internet and stuff like that. Tap into your digital community and really get involved and engage. You will see that they, and I did the research that they've been putting everything up all across from every platform, with sponsors, ads and everything about the breakdance and auditions and stuff like that for the Olympics. So that's the part that people is lacking in there, and they want to blame and point the finger at the Olympics. No, that's not the Olympics' job. They've been did that. I seen it pop up on my feeds last year. I didn't know if it was going to be true or not because I was like, if it's going to be true, that'd be dope. And then okay, what happened? They had a breakdancing sport in the Olympics, and I watched it. It was very entertaining. And shout out to the girl from Russia who won the gold. She's a beast. And I follow her on IG now. And I'm going to do some paint and drip for her. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay.
Dope.
Okay. I just love how even after all the criticism and all the negativity that Simone's been facing this year, she came back. I didn't know that she had a gym down in Texas where she trains. Her gym trains potential Olympic athletes. I did not know that until recently.
Yeah.
Larry Lau said he knew about it. Hey, King Shot. Nice seeing you. You definitely to the roads. Definitely got to get down to the roads. What else? And
if DJ Larry Lowe said he knew about it, yeah. You know what I'm saying? When you in the hip hop culture, dig deep. Don't just be into the community. Go in and again come out. Go in, come out. Always get involved. Engage into your community. If you do fashion, get into the community of fashion on the internet. If you're a podcaster, get involved with podcasts. Share other people's podcasts. Find out more about other people's podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Even try to get on their podcast. You know what I'm saying? Or bring people to your podcast. Like, so many things that you can do on this platform that people take this thing for granted and they don't use it the way they need to use it, man. And you know what I'm saying? That was crazy how I seen all the negativity. Like you say, a lot of negativity on everything about the Olympics, but nobody posted no positive things about what was going on in the Olympics.
Yeah.
What's up with that? What's up with all the good things? You know what I'm saying? We know all we put the negative things on there. You know, what about Shakira winning her first gold? Nobody posts that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, but y'all want to post when she got caught up with the marijuana thing. Y'all want to post that and blast that all day long. Why is everybody so negative on the internet? It got to make sense at the end of the day. You know?
If you're not hating.
Yeah.
So nearly 40 Black women won Olympic medals for the USA in 2024. Okay. 40.
Yeah.
40.
Yes. So
listen,
that's what we do. We bring the positive to the game. Y'all can have that. We bring the positive to the game. Shout out to them 40 Black folks doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? And continue to do their thing. And I hope to see them in the next 4 years to come back and do it again. You know what I'm saying? Because the Olympics, they passed the torch to Snoop Dogg because it's going to be in LA in 2028, the Olympics. And if y'all watch the ceremony of when they passed the torch, Dr. Dre performed, Red Hot Chili Peppers performed, and they definitely show love for the West Coast. I'm surprised they didn't have my boy Kendrick on there to have it, you know, to bring. They not like us up in that joint. Understand me?
Man, that is the new Black anthem. I fully believe that is the new Black anthem. But you know what? It's not even. I take that back. That is the new anthem for anybody who feels as if they've been crapped on. You know what I mean? Because I've seen videos of all types, all races, all sex, all of that. It does not matter. They not like us. I've been at play for the 4th of July. We're outside. The kids are sitting down. They're playing Uno and everything. It was pretty much quiet until They Not Like Us came on. It was like a video.
Yeah.
When that song came on.
Oh yeah, that's my theme music too. They not like us. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be the first diss track in history to win a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen. You know what I mean? They putting together the hip hop awards right now, the BET Hip Hop Award right now, and our brother Rasheed, he's going to be the opening act to perform, and I can't wait to see that. Yes, you know what I'm saying? And hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So no, you know, I'm still a Drake fan too. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Drake. You know, don't be petty in the game. Understand the culture. You still strong. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know, just be honest with yourself. I'm just saying.
And that's what I think a lot of it is. A lot of people aren't honest with themselves. I want to say also send a shout out to 1,000 Mile Tour and what it is that they're doing. And also Ali Black. He's somebody that I see he's working towards a goal. I had a conversation with him recently, and just talking about, you know, his dreams and what it is that he want to achieve, and it's enlightening to hear people talk about their dream and start walking towards that to make it a reality. It's tough out here right now, especially in our city of Buffalo, because it's small. And not only that, you don't always have the resources. That's why I wish I had the resources to bring some of these people so they did not have to worry about a 9 to 5, because there's so much great talent out here. So much great talent. And
well, you know what though? It's different. Not the upfront resources is not there, but the really detailed resources is there. It's just you got to work and actually know what you want. That's the hashtag that I'm start using. A hashtag know what you want. You know what I'm saying, know what you need. Because once you know the business first and understand what you want as an artist, then it's pretty much easier to get the resources. It really ain't that hard. I'm going to the beyond. It's just the work. You got to be consistent. Shout out to 38 Special, which I'm gonna play a clip later on the show before we get off. That he broke everything down of how this thing works. There's different levels to this game. No matter what level you want to be at or what you're trying to do, there's levels to the game, and it's always business first. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pro art, so you know I like the art form first, and also 30 Special too. He likes the art form first. I'm pro art, and I make sure the art is good first, and then the business, and then everything else fall into place. And that's why everything that I've done, I've been successful in my lane, in my community, because I know where I want to go. And I know a lot of artists just want to be superstars. And that's cool. But there's levels to that. There's a way to get there. If you know the way to get there, it's more than just the music. You know what I'm saying? Quiet's kept, the music is last. It starts with your personality and who you are in your story first. You know what I mean? Then the music. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Yes, this comes with your story first. Everything that happened with me and Bars is because of our story. Everything that happened with Conway and them, it happened because of his story of how he got shot and what happened with his mouth and all that. He was on murals before they even seen and heard his music because of his story. He pushed his story out first. You know what I mean? Lil Wayne pushed his story out first when he was little when he shot himself. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Everybody put their story out there first, then came the music. You know what I mean? Your story going to sell before the music will. You know what I mean? Because the music is flooded.
I don't fully agree. Yeah, I mean, I'm not an artist, but I do believe that you need to have talent. It takes a lot more than.
I'm not saying they don't have to have. They don't have talent. They have talent, but to sell the music, the story going to make it sell further than the music. You know what I mean? If that was the case, everybody would be famous. You know what I mean? If the music was good enough for you to take to the next level, everybody would be on the charts. Everybody would be a millionaire. Everybody would be doing tours. Not made for everybody, because everybody's not pushing their story to the right people in the right audience to know what you want. You know what I'm saying? Some people just want to just do music for everybody. You can't do music for everybody. You're not gonna make it like that. Yeah. It's not made for everybody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you'll see what 38 Special talk about it after we get into the presidency, because I don't hope everybody's registered to vote. Are people going to vote? We're going to talk about that. Let's get into that real quick.
DJ Larry Lyle said it takes more than talent. You can be super talented, but I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Lamar, Grand Rising to you. Do you think sometimes people lie to themselves about why they aren't further along than they should be?
Yeah. They exaggerate a little bit because they don't know where to go, and that's what marketing comes in at. That's what management come in at. But also find a manager that knows the business. Just because somebody got money, don't mean they're a manager. They're just an investor. You know what I mean? Somebody that know the business. or no artist development. And that's the thing that I talked about on one of my lectures. They took the word development out of the industry. You know what I mean? And that's important. If you don't understand and understand development of what you need to be doing as a DJ, podcaster, producer, artist, there are developments in the game to help you learn what you need to be doing, how you need to be doing, and then you'll know how to get there. You know what I mean? And I don't care how nice you is. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of stuff. Let me tell you something about Buffalo music. Buffalo music right now is better than any music that's on the market right now. Guaranteeing, I'm not being biased. I'm being honest. You know what I'm saying? Buffalo music is better than what's going on in the industry right now. But how are you going to separate yourself from those people to get there? You know what I mean? Like what 14 Mafia is doing. 14 Mafia is blending right in. On JBOK, they play, they not like us. They're not like us. And then they blend in 14 Mafia. And after 14 Mafia, I'm hearing Sexy Red. Come on.
Yeah.
They're fitting right into the marketplace of their sound. And they're doing a hell of a job doing that. And they're being consistent doing it. That's the hard part, being consistent. Like 30 Special said. You know what I mean? That person that you say, that's nice. He said, check back 5 years from now, see if they're still doing that.
The one thing I can definitely say about 14 Mafia and Lola, they have consistently been rising. I met them. This was the third annual 716 Music Awards. So I met them in 2021. They were that was their first time doing a live act like that. They were phenomenal back then, and consistently I see them continue to get better and better and better consistently. I can't say that about a lot of acts, and I'm not just saying not just in Buffalo. I'm just saying all over, because I follow a lot of independent acts. There's not a lot who are consistently rising. You know what I mean? They just aren't. They just aren't, and it's not made for everybody.
It ain't made for everybody.
Podcasts out here now. So many people trying to rap, and hey, Tamara. So many people trying to do things. Find your lane. It's not a lane for everybody.
Yeah, find your lane, find your community. Yeah. You know what I mean? And only time that people are going to know what you're doing if they're in your community. Like some people always say, certain artists, like this artist ain't doing this. And then the artists that they're talking about, I'm in their community. And I'm like, nah, I can't say that. You got to get in their community. You got to engage in their community, or you're not going to see it. Of course, you're going to say, you know, I'm saying, the Joker and Balls ain't doing nothing because you're not in the community. You're not in our lane every day. You're not engaging with us. You know what I mean? Once you start engaging, then you're going to see, oh, yeah, Joker was just in the studio last week recording this song. Oh, he was live at this time. Okay, Balls Banger just came out with another AI about his new book. Oh yeah, he's also writing on a movie. You ain't going to know these things unless you're in the community and following and engaging with that particular artist. You're not going to know that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to sit here and say that Spill 716 ain't doing nothing. And he is, because in his community, when I follow his community, I see the post. I see he's in the studio. I see he's writing. He's also producing a couple people. He also got a studio up now. He just opened up. And I mean, why? Because I'm engaging and following his content. Not a lot of people would know that if you're not following, engaging in his content. You didn't know that he got a studio. You didn't know he has an engineering degree, and now he's engineering people's music. They ain't gonna know that. He's more than just the artist on the 1,000 Mile tour. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, what 38 Special? Big Mike said, big shout out to everybody in the chat and the show. Thank you. What 38
Big Mike
to say before we close? We ain't gonna keep y'all for too long. We're coming back. You want to do what? When we coming back in the evening? We go try different spots out.
We'll try that. We'll do an evening one. We'll do an evening one. We'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Pop up on y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's good. You know what I'm saying? See what y'all think and what's the best. Y'all tell us what's the best time y'all want to see us. How about that?
Yeah, and what as we are working towards coming back, what would you like to see more of or less of? Let us know. Send us an email. Drop in our DMs. Are you guys loving the music that we play? And
Don't slide in the DM. Don't slide.
Please don't.
You know what I'm saying? Don't slide. Don't slide in the DM. Drop in the DM, okay? We ain't gonna do no
Please.
sliding because we got our significant other. Understand me? We
Okay.
happy. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm married, and I can't wait to see the Big Mike and the Queen of Red Green go ahead and tie that knot. That's gonna be off the chain. Fireworks. Yeah. Don't slide in the DM, y'all. Don't do that. You know,
Please.
drop the DM. Let us know what y'all love and hate about what we got going on. We want to adapt to what you guys want, because you guys want to help us where we at now. Shout out to everybody on the YouTube who's actually engaging, sharing, and liking. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. So, you know, it's a few people from North Carolina, people from Texas, Atlanta just showing out. And our Buffalo people, Chicago too. You know, your other hometown. You know what I'm saying? Chi-Town, they've been showing so much love. You know what I'm saying? And also Indianapolis been showing love. And shout out to the people out there in Arkansas too that's been popping in and showing love on too. So yeah, Third Express was on my expert opinion. He breaking down exactly what you guys need to be doing. He even speaking the same language I've been speaking. And when I heard this, I was like, yes, 38. And then I also DM'd him, and me and him was going back and forth. And he was like, yo, bro. He said, it is what it is, big dog. And that's how I see you. You know what I'm saying? And I said, no doubt. And I congratulate him on doing the track with my favorite MC of all time, Rakim. He's on Rakim album also. You know what I'm saying? The new Rebirth album. It's classic. I will be getting the vinyls from that. And hopefully get a signed vinyl from Rakim. That's my favorite MC of all time. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it, 38.
We're sitting in front of
We're told that success is all about
library of knowledge.
Appreciate that.
How do you drop music?
Man, that's a big question. I should first off, you know, the first thing, the very, very first fucking thing is this. Who you making the music for? That's the first thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of motherfuckers feel like, let me make music for everybody. That's where you have a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
I make music for my friends. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else that fuck with me is extra. I don't make music for everybody. I make music for the niggas that live my lifestyle. That's it.
That's for me. I know my audience. I do with my friends and the people who love the culture of hip hop. I love lyrical and love storytelling and love my story. That's why I go in the booth for.
Being I can identify that, it make it more easier for me to know who I'm marketing towards.
Right.
So the first thing is know who you rapping for. Like a lot of motherfuckers got talent and they all over the place. But you know, once you know who you rapping for, then you know it's a lot more easier to serve them. You know, that's the first thing. Second thing is get you a good distributor that's gonna give you a shot to be seen. You know what I'm saying? So like what I mean by that, like I'm not knocking the TuneCores and the distro kids, right? But it's levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? And you want to make sure you get with a distributor that's gonna give you a fighting chance and have some visibility. You know what I mean? And it's a few distributors out there that y'all, you know, get y'all some situations with, but that's important. You know what I mean? To make sure that
who are the distributors?
Oh man, it's a long list of them, man. You got Orchard Empire. Orchard Empire is good.
Shout out to Empire, man. Signed a lot of Buffalo artists, you know, Caleb Bishops, you know what I'm saying, Benny the Butcher, you know, Conway, they gave a deal to DreamWorks. You know what I mean? Shout out to Empire, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, and I've been tapping in with Empire. We've been having conversations for a couple months now. So, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully we'll get things moving with Raiseball A&T. But Empire is definitely doing what they do. Shout out to them.
The old E1, which is Monarch, now those is good. Those is three that I've personally dealt with and got good results.
What about Bandcamp?
Bandcamp.
That's not a distributor.
Bandcamp is really not a distributor. Bandcamp is like a site for like fans that support you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like just a community of fans that support you. It's good to have to build that, you know, community and shit, but it's not something that's gonna get you on every DSP.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, those three distributors right there is good companies that I got good results from.
Shout out to Viper. It's another good one. They're really good.
Okay.
But the problem is most of these guys, like he's saying, when he says you have to get a fighting chance, they move like the labels do now.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's all caught up. It's almost the same thing. If you don't have a certain name, if you don't have a certain cachet, you get pushed to the back burner for the guy who does. So if you,
that's why it's important to tell guys that to market themselves and push everything forward and tell your story yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's important. You know what I mean? And then then you could be the one that they want to push and help go to the next level. Like I said, they moving like labels now. So you know what I mean?
Do you think some people they misunderstand what what everyone's role is?
Of course, that's why it's important. Yeah, that's why it's important to learn and to be a student for a minute and sit back. And sometimes you gotta stop writing music and just learn the business for a little bit. You know what I mean? And see what's going on, so you can have an idea of how things roll, and then get back to your creativity. And then you're talking to your marketplace. Like I'm talking to these people. You know what I'm saying? Like Dirty Express, he did it for his friends, people that like that sound of music. And that's how I started off. Like, for the culture. It was all about the lyrics for me at first. Now, the sound, people loving that sound with the lyrics. So now I know my audience. That's why I put forward. I'm not going to go to the drill community and do what I do, because that's not my audience. You know what I mean? I like the drill sound, I like the trap sound and all that, but I love it, I support it, I listen to it, but that's not my lane. That's not my community. That's not my family. So that's why Dirty Express broke it down very clearly. You know what I mean? It makes it easier for him to move how he moves. You know what I mean? And that's why it's so easy for me to move how I move. You know what I mean? I don't have no problems with that. You know what I mean? I cannot do nothing for a minute, come out with a single and hit them same people, hit them same numbers and get new numbers. You know what I mean? Because of it's growing and people's figuring out the word of mouth and the internet and and all that. And it depends how I do an ad on, or depends how the team do. You know what I'm saying? It grows every time I come back out. So, you know what I'm saying? And it's easier. It's a slow process, but as long as everything moving forward, it's cool.
38 special formula for putting out music. He should not keep to himself, but he should be very careful about where he doles that out, because it's not one size fits all. Yeah, a bunch of people watching this are gonna try what he's doing, and when it doesn't work for them, they're gonna blame him.
Yep.
Like, it's your fault. You was bullshit. You was lying. 38 Special's lying. Blah blah blah. Meanwhile, it works for him every time.
And I get that all the time. I'm glad they said that. I get that. I've been getting that now for the past 5 years. People go in my DM. Oh, what you saying don't work. What you saying? No, it didn't work for you. People different. You got to find your own niche. You got to figure that out. You know what I mean? You got to keep plugging at it. You know what I mean? You got to change up some things. You might have to change up the creativity. You might have to change up the sound. You might have to change up, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what you got to do, but you got to do something. Everybody's different. You know what I mean? I used to get that all the time.
But the game is not one size fits all. It's not gonna work like that.
But the basic general shit of knowing who you targeting and marketing towards,
major key,
is the major key. That's kind of like fits every situation.
Major key.
You know what I'm saying? Far as how you execute it, it's all different ways to go about it. You know what I'm saying? But a good distributor, you know what I'm saying, knowing who you making music for, and then being consistent. That's really what key. So those three things right there, see, and it's one fan at a time. Motherfuckers be trying to get on overnight. You gotta accept the fact that you building one fan at a time, and every time you put out something, you get in a shot to build more fans. And the less shots you take, the less fans you gonna get.
I think
You know
that's
what I'm
where a
saying?
lot
So
of
I
the
look at
frustration
this shit
comes
like how I
also,
used to look at the
because
streets and
people
shit. You
think
gotta
that
give
you
them niggas
get on overnight, and it's not. It's years of hard work. How long was Benny and them out there working? Over 10 years. Doing what
Yeah,
it is.
Benny and been doing his thing since '98. You know, 98 strong, and then he did all types of things, man. He figured it out, and then you know what I'm saying, and he's been doing this thing. Yeah, it's definitely not microwave oven movement. It's not microwave popcorn. Not, you know what I mean. This right here is gumbo. You know what I mean? The prep cook, you know all that, and the cook slow. You know what I mean? Where to get the flavors and all that in there, and then by the time it gets done, it tastes so good. And then guess what? That popcorn be gone faster than you making it. You got to start all over. You know what I mean? Not overnight. It's not overnight. You know what I mean? I'm building the fan base I have now in my sound. I've been building this for a minute. I've been consistently doing this since 2017. You know what I mean? And I just the past 2 years I just figured out who I'm speaking to. Now I'm going to that next phase. You know what I mean? You know, the next project between me and being boss project, then my next solo project I'm working on. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be it's gonna be a little more easier.
Was it in your demographics? How did you figure out where your who you were talking to?
Because number one, I love the boom back. So that's my first love. So what I did was started going on the internet, started following boom bap producers first. And I was liking to see who are creative on the beats and all of that. And I started, going in that lane. Then I started finding out all these different boom bap radio stations. Shout out to Rubber Radio out of Buffalo, rest in peace, DJ Ruckus. Once I got into the radio with him, and then I got into the boom bap community, he was bringing me people that would do anything like Napoleon the Legend, my man Penny Piff, you know what I'm saying, Magnetic. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of these underground boom bap communities, rappers that I was loving. I was loving their sound, and my sound was sitting there like, okay, I can adapt that. They got the cuts in there. I like the hip hop, I like the contemporary hip hop sound. It's what I want. So I just followed that community and know what my sound was, and then I started networking with people and met Stan Man, the producer. That's how I met him through Cool Ties the Great out of Buffalo, who was getting beats from him from Brooklyn. So you know what I'm saying? I was liking his sound and beats, so I started doing business with him. You know what I mean? Fendi, recipes to Fendi. I was loving his sound. He was doing that Griselda boom bap sound, and me being from Buffalo, I love that sound too. So let me get a little bit of that. So I was pretty much dipping into certain things to figure out where I want to go, but then I put my story on top of it. You know what I mean? I had to tell my story. Me being homeless, what I've been through, you know what I'm saying, and my life, man, being in a group home, you know what I'm saying, being abused as a child. I use all of my story. Put my story in there. After made it blossom. It's my story. And people want to hear my story on top of the lyrics, and the beats was already nice. So now that community love what I got going on, and now I know who I'm talking to. Now I'm gonna go to that next phase and see where it goes. You know what I mean?
Who all got their own clientele. You might got, a bunch of licks on your phone. He might got a bunch of licks on his phone. I might not have none. So now I'm studying the game to be like, yo, who got licks? See, I don't really looking at like who got fans. Because fans come and go. I'm looking at who making money off this shit independently. Those the guys that I want to network with. Those the guys that I want to do music with. Some of these guys I ain't even heard, but they got licks. I'm doing this shit for money. See, it's two type of different ways to approach this shit. I tell niggas all the time, you could do this shit for a look, or you could do this shit for money. A lot of guys is paying for fees, doing shit, not even knowing no way they're gonna make their money back because they're doing it for a look.
Right.
I used to be like that too, not knowing I just wanted a look. But then it's like, when you start doing this shit for money, you don't stop caring about the look. You start looking at who making the money and aligning yourself with who making the money. They might not be the most popular motherfucker. You might take a big bag and go get a big feature with somebody that's popular that's not really gonna support you because you're looking for a look.
Label ain't even gonna clear it.
Label not gonna clear it possibly. and they possibly not even gonna support it because you're just another nigga that's just spending $1 with them. But it's another nigga who probably don't even want that much money, who making money, who's gonna be something a couple years from now.
And that's what a lot of people in Buffalo have up at right there. A lot of people got features with Benny. A lot of them got features with Conway. Salute to that. The J Skis, El Camino. Shout out to all them cats, man. They do business. They do business. Shout out to the business. You know what I mean? That's the music business. You know what I mean? You can pay for a feature, but if you don't know how to market, they're not going to market it. It's like they did business with you. You know what I mean? It cost 10 grand, 5 grand, 1,000 to do a feature with Benny, the butcher. Okay, boom. He did business. That bread kept moving. Now you gonna have to market it. You got to follow his fan base and follow his demographic so they can hear you. That's what people mess up at. Right there. That's why I tell people, if I ever do a feature for anybody in that level, you know what I mean? I know I can get 1 million streams. I know I'm gonna eat off it because I know how to tap into their fan base and their demographic. I know exactly what to do, how to do it, when to do it, how much to put into it, all that, and I'm going to be successful every time because I studied that game. And that wasn't overnight. That's a couple of years studying, actually being behind somebody, really seeing them being from Buffalo for number one. That touched me already. They from Buffalo, they represent the town. So now I'm studying. You know what I mean? That's what I know a lot of people got features with Benny, Conway, Rick High, you know what I'm saying? El Camino, 30, people got tracks with 30 Special, you know what I'm saying? The Fleet Lord from Rochester, you know what I mean? I know a lot of people motherfuckers got tracks with these guys, but they don't know how to eat off it. Yeah, but the people that you did a feature with has a nice, solid fan base making money off of what he's talking about, what 30 Special is talking about. You don't know how to tap in to do the same thing, but you got a feature with him though. It got to make sense. Got to make sense.
Now that you could align yourself with, who gonna appreciate you breaking bread with them. See, we be skipping past that. We skip past that, try to go straight for the guy that's popping. When it's guys that's surviving.
6 reasons you need to get your pet ESA approved.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I
support pets. Getting your four-legged best friend.
A lot of you guys to go back and watch this clip.
And you gotta
this is
work
deep.
your way. You can't skip past no steps in this shit.
Who's the guys like that for you?
Everybody in this lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the people I align myself with, like, man, it's a long list. Everybody I produce for, from the Flea Lords to the Graphs to the Bennies to everybody that's just moving independently. You know what I'm saying? And it's a community of us. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
key words, community.
Like I said, I treat this shit like the streets. It's like everybody got their own list. I see a nigga spot hit and I'm like, oh, let me go there, see what's going on over. We need to do something. Let's figure something out because I need some of them licks. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how that shit is. And after a minute of time, you're gonna have a phone with all of your licks. And they gonna take care of you. But the thing about it is a nigga think he just gonna come out there and just get all of these customers. Nah, it's one customer at a time. You gotta show a customer that you consistent so they can fuck with you. You build one at a time and you don't need a lot. They think that you need a lot. You don't need a lot. Good certain amount of customers, you gonna live. And that's just that's the routine that I have. So I try to drop every 90 days just to feed my people. It's my people looking for me. I provide a service for them, and I try to make sure that it's a unique service. I stay away from what everybody else doing. You know what I'm saying?
When did you realize your name was up in your city?
In my city?
Yeah.
My name been up in my city since forever. But that what I realized.
I'm talking about with your music.
This part right here, I want y'all to pay attention. Then we're gonna stop. I need everybody to take this part. I think we're gonna do it real on this one. Now, this right here, y'all need to know this part right here. This is the part. This is the main sauce of the ingredients for a Buffalo artist to go to the next level.
With my music, like I've been putting out shit and have my city on smash for a while, but my city's so small. That didn't really mean nothing. That wasn't enough to feed me. I still had to be active in other ways. Having a buzz in your city don't really mean nothing. It's good for the energy. It's good to push you and be like, okay, they fuck with me. Now I can do this somewhere else. But it was never a way I could liquidate it coming from a small city. From a small city. Now, in other cities, it's possible. Where I'm from, it's never been done.
Right.
It's never been done. It's easy to get a buzz in a small city, but to make it out of a small city is the challenge. That's the challenge. You know what I'm saying? And not having a small city mind, growing up in a small city with not that much opportunity, your mind be limited to what you could do, your capabilities. You have to go outside of that environment to see what you could really do. And that's a challenge in itself because you got to fund that. You got to fund that. You got to find a way to fund that to get up out of there. You know, and a lot of cats in small cities, that's their main issue. That's what they're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of cats get buzzes in a city, and that's enough. That suffices them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's all they want. You know what I mean? And that's another challenge. Not to let that be enough for you, because it's easy to get that, but that ain't gonna feed you. It's easy to be the man in your city. You know what I mean? That's not really a challenge.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unless you're content. Unless you're content.
Right.
Content.
And some people are
If you
content.
content, then I don't knock it. You know what I'm saying?
I look at Paul Wall.
Hey, Queen Lola, I see you out there, beautiful.
Those dudes in Texas and
Hey, Dean.
they live well
their city.
in Texas.
Look,
But Texas,
that's a big city.
It's huge.
Texas is a big city, boy.
And those is markets.
8 million people live in Texas.
Markets, man. These markets where you can actually put out music in your market and survive. We really don't got those kind of markets over here. Like New York, really not a supporting market. Where it's
everybody
like
raps.
everybody raps. It's not even valued like that. It's like you rap, I go find a nigga that rap too like this. It's not even appreciated like that, and it's not supported. So it makes the fight even 10 times harder to make something happen on some independent shit from this place. You know what I'm saying?
Because those of you who actually have talent have that much more that you have to fight through. There's that much more noise, that many more people dropping, that many more people in front of you at a show. You got to fight through more noise to be seen.
That's a fact.
A huge problem.
Well, how do you separate yourself? Through being consistent.
There you go.
That's how you weave through all the bullshit. It's like, all right, everybody rapping right now. Let's see 5 years from now if you niggas still doing it.
That part.
Let's see if y'all still got that.
That part.
It's been 5 years ago.
Right.
You know what I mean? 5, 6 years ago, me and Ben put out our first project together, not our second project together, 6 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Stabbed and shot 6 years ago. We're still rapping at an all-time high. You know what I'm saying?
Still on the incline.
This is what's gonna separate. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you got the gas? Do you got the hunger? You got the ambition to keep going? You know what I'm saying? And that's what this shit boiled down to. It's not stopping. You know what I mean?
But it doesn't happen overnight. So you got to outlast, like you said.
Yes, there you go. That part right there, I'm gonna stop that right there, man, because you know what I mean, that's definitely the sauce right there that that people need to understand, understand that right there. Lola in the building. So that let's talk about this before we get how you like how he broke that down.
He said a lot. There's some people are content with just being famous in their square of a space. Other people, we know that we are much bigger than the space that we're in right now, and we want to continue to reach for the stars. Some people are happy with one star. Some people want a bunch of stars. You know, I think it goes back to what you had said a little earlier. What is it that you want? You know, me, I used to feel bad about wanting more. Now it's like, no, I don't feel bad for wanting more. And I am bigger than where I am right now. And I'm going to continue to reach for the stars. I think he also said, he said a lot. Listen, figure out what it is that you want. Stay consistent in doing it. And also if you need to work at it to make it better, do what needs to be done. to make it better. Listen.
And it's like, and I'm
But it's
talking to the people, like say that if you listen more to that segment of that real debate that he, the whole interview was amazing. Like he said, he's talking to the people that, not the rapper or the singer or the producer who do something and then you don't hear nothing from them for a while, no post, no nothing for like 3 or 4 months, and then them people is just it's that's a counsel. That's something that's for their mental. That's cool. I don't have no problem with that. But we're not talking to those people. We're talking to the people who actually trying to put an effort of actually want to build how they want to build and know what they want. Okay, people 5 years from now, think about it. You can think that's if you can. Think about 5 years ago who you remember who was rapping or singing, and now you don't hear nothing from them right now. It's a lot.
A few.
It's a lot for me. It's a lot for me. I mean, I traveled all over. I traveled Indianapolis, Albuquerque, Pittsburgh, Atlanta, South Carolina. You know what I mean? I'm all over Buffalo. You know what I mean? And knowing a lot of artists right now. 5 years ago, it's not even thinking about doing rapping. But they had that fire and that spark 5 years ago. You know what I mean? We're not talking to those either. You know what I mean? You got, and the crazy thing about it, they're not even in the culture no more. I can see if you was a rapper for about 10 years, all of a sudden you got into producing, you doing that for a while, you got into doing editing, you got into doing podcast. Okay, cool. You still in the culture. That's what's up. That means you still building your element of what you're doing. But some people is not even in the culture. They just stopped doing it. They ain't doing music. They ain't producing. They not doing no podcast. They not making no beats. They not dancing. They not doing no promotion. They just doing something different, like working at Amazon, which is cool.
Yeah. I think about the people who started podcasting, and now they're not there. It's not a microwave. You cannot put your talent in the microwave and it comes out ready for you.
It's not popcorn. 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't work like that. It takes consistency. It takes obedience. It takes talent. It takes a team. There's so many elements that goes into making that dream successful.
You've been doing the podcast for about what, 6 years now?
Yeah, I've been doing this consistently where I wasn't like just bull crapping around for about 3 years.
3 solid, strong.
Yeah.
Strong.
Yeah, man.
Strong. Yeah.
Come on now. From Charm City to the Evening Rush to, look at where God is taking me now. But I've learned, I've taken all of that experience and I'm using it to propel me further. One thing also I want to say, a lot of people are afraid to start over. I'm not afraid of starting over. I'm not afraid of saying, what?
Yeah.
Some people.
That's another segment right there. Yeah.
Because a lot of people are afraid, and it is hard, or something he said, when you are coming from a small town or city, it is difficult to try and flourish there. It's very difficult to try and flourish in a place where you aren't going to get a lot of support because they can't support themselves, so they cannot support you. So I would say, before we get off, this is my advice. If you are able to, get up out of the place that knows you, where everybody knows you. Because sometimes you have to take on an entirely new persona, an entirely new identification, just to be able to chase that dream, because you can't do it. And, Susie from the block, and everybody know that Susie done slept with every Tom, Dick, and Harry. So they're using that against her. So now you wearing that as if it's permanently yours. Get away from all of that and see how you flourish away from all of that pain and misery. That's a lot of people issue. They're trying to grow in a place that keep stunting their growth.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because, shout out to the people that move into Atlanta. That's a whole nother market, and then that market, just off of people living there, is 8 million people. That's not even counting the people that visit every day, or vacation there or whatever. You got 8 million people, and out of that 8 million, you might tapping into 1,700 different markets that you can tap into in whatever you're doing. I don't care if you're designing clothes, got a restaurant, you know what I'm saying, podcasting, singer, rapper, videographer, or whatever you got going on. There's different market lanes in there because the city is so big and there's more people there and they're active consistently. Sam Buffalo ain't active, it's just small.
Hey, bro,
You know what I mean? It's just small. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean? And that's same with New York City. It's a different, different marketplaces. You know what I mean? And it's a big city. You know what I mean? You got your different barrels and all that you can work with. You know what I'm saying? Some people you might be stronger in Brooklyn, but don't have a fan base in Queens. You might have a fan base in Staten Island, but you don't got nowhere in Manhattan. Don't even know like what you got going on. You know what I mean? You might got Harlem on lock, but Brooklyn folks might not like it. You might not have you know what I'm saying? So it's like different market. Yeah,
You have to be all right with that too, right? Like you have to be all right with not everybody liking what it is that you're putting out there. Because you have to I had to find my own space. Everybody doesn't like, the Vet Green show or, what we have going on here. And that's all right. I have to be okay with that.
Somebody tried to come to me one day, make it seem like they was gonna hurt my feelings or something. They was like, I don't like your music, Joke. I really don't. I'm like, but I wasn't talking to you.
I like that.
I wasn't talking. When y'all did Buffalo to Brooklyn, I wasn't talking to you. When I did the song Outpack, I wasn't talking to you. You know what I mean? When I did Never Die, I wasn't talking to you. I was telling my story anyway. So therefore, you don't like my story. If you don't like my music, you don't like my story. And that's fine too. I wasn't talking. I was talking to the people who've been through. I'm talking to the people that have been locked up. I'm talking to people that have been abused as a child. I'm talking to the people that had a broken heart. You know what I mean? I'm talking to people that's the black sheep of your family. That's what I'm talking to. So if you ain't none of that, then I wasn't talking to you.
That part.
It's been a pleasure. I'm glad we're back.
Me too. This was
on
so
the
great.
morning show. You know what I'm saying? Good to see you. That light is still shining. And I see the light from your mother right in front of you.
Oh, bro,
Yeah,
don't make
she's
me
right.
cry.
She's right there. She is
Thank
right there. And she's watching as much. She's watching right now. I can see her. I can see her. I can feel her. Yes. Yes.
Yes, she
Yes.
is. And she
Yeah.
watching us because she said that she wants us to succeed. So we're going to
Yeah.
keep doing this. And if you are interested in having a podcast and would like to come on over to Green Links Media, we have room. We are starting everything fresh. It's going to be new and improved. Like I said, I don't have a problem starting over. My bro is here in Buffalo. Okay. Look at God.
Yes.
Man,
Yes.
we gonna be
I'm
doing
back in the B-roll.
Yes,
Yes.
if you would
Yes.
like us to host an event that you are having, hit us up, okay, for a cost. We will definitely not only come and host your event, but we will also help you market your event. We are coming back
Yes.
strong, okay?
Yeah, and don't forget September 8th, man, digging in the crates.
Yes.
Yeah, and what's it called? What's the name of the venue? Lost Luna?
Luna Lounge.
Yeah. Luna Lounge.
Yes.
Yeah,
Luna
on
Lounge.
was it 608 Dingens?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. We're gonna post a flyer for you guys. We will be the place to be. The morning show will be there, giving interviews, you know what I'm saying, going live, all that good stuff. And we're gonna do some editing, we're gonna have a good time and take some pictures. We're gonna have a photography team. We're gonna be out there, you know what I'm saying, seeing what's going on in the city, and we're gonna show up and show out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Definitely looking forward to all of the events. There's quite a few events that's going on this weekend. One of my favorite artists coming out of the 716, I Be Low Key, will be performing. Make sure you go on over her Instagram page to see some of the events. I think it's the 16th, 17th, and 18th. There's stuff going on. Okay. This weekend is going to be crazy. Okay, Green Links Media is going to be out and about. If you'd like us to pop up at your event, just let us know. Like I said, for a cost, we'd be happy to. Okay.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? No doubt. And then it depends how you DM us with some love. We might go ahead and do a free 99 for you because we show love back, we give back too. So you know what I mean? Yes, that part too. Yes. You know what I mean? So no doubt. Oh, yeah, shout out to DJ Larry Loud. And yes, and I'm back in the city working on finishing up the EP. Me and Boss Banger. Listen, I can't wait. We're gonna have vinyl, all that stuff. I'm having a good time in the studio creating. We just did my solo track for the album, and we got one more track to do, and we're done. And you're gonna see a lot of content on our new EP and all that. Go to raisethebarent.com to see more, and go ahead and subscribe, man, so you get all the updates in the email blasts that we're bringing out, so you can get an update, so you can be the first one to know what's going on. When you do that, you be the first one to get the specials and get some free stuff that we're giving out too. Yeah, say that free stuff. Everybody like the free t-shirt, free hoodie season coming. Give the free hoodies. You know,
yes, go on and get your scrumptious hoodie. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, we got the merch all over. We got the Vet Green, the Queen merch. We got the B2B merch. We got the Paint and Drip. You know what I'm saying? This is done. This is done with the shoestrings. You know what I'm saying? DJ Queen. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to ship these off. And we making it do what it do. We still working here, and appreciate y'all tuning into the morning show. We're gonna end it off with Buffalo Brooklyn. See y'all in the next one.
All right, love you.
They really feel me, I ain't keeping in touch. When they down low, hating, don't be peeping in much.
That's why I'm on the low when I'm getting this dough. Just like Uncle Luke when they peeping the show.
Even the roads and concrete be forced to grow. That ground you be under if you forced to low.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6 be slick just like CeeLo. Chest so big to grind like Rambo.
First blood is spilled, tension is built. Every sentence, every bar, every mention is killed.
I'm comfortable, he's sipping on Bacardi. You lying in your rhymes, I'm lying like Ed Hard.
Bugatti skirt, 0 to 60. If I stop to think or blink, you might miss me.
Mach 10 to win, smile just grin. Blessing my mess, somehow I still sin. Crooks off the book, you shook like vibrators. We driving around, we hot like radiators.
Yeah, tailgaters, kill haters, snipe shit. Dutch clear, nothing left but night shit.
Gang shots, 5 hits, real quick. Change up the ski mask and outfit.
Night dog, we lit, Edison. Sip the yak while Joker smoke the medicine.
That's why they call me the high joke. You like the match without no smoke.
Mike Jordan, game 6, I won't choke. They complain about shit, but won't vote.
This the realest shit that I wrote. You cats not hard, you soft like egg yolk, Paul.
Cause, give me a round of applause. Don't come around here unless you coming with bars.